Move over fireside conversations. Today's fast forward era requires rapid fire chats. I'm Jessie Paul, marketing expert, author of Marketing Without Money, and an independent director. I'm going to ask Yeshasvini Ramaswamy, the CEO of Great Place to Work India and a serial entrepreneur, how we can prepare ourselves better for the modern workplace. All set to race to be future ready, Yeshasvini?
Absolutely, Jessie. Thanks for having me over.
What's the one big investment in personal growth that you made in 2021?
For me, it was starting an NGO, Jessie, to help the underprivileged children through the times of this horrible pandemic that we had in Bangalore. It taught me a lot. And for me, I think so many takeaways from that experience. I'm very happy with my NGO.
It's a very lovely take. So, hybrid work is both our present and the future. What's been a significant change that you see in how organizations engage with teams as a result of this?
I think two main changes. The immediate supervisor has become the most important unit of change. I think if you look at this span of influence, the top leaders of an organization don't have the avenues of town hall or all hands that they used to have. The pandemic has very clearly shifted the focus to your immediate supervisor, and he or she becomes your most crucial unit of change. That is one big shift that I've seen.
And how is digital disrupting the workplace and making it more accessible, if it is?
Accessible or invasive? I don't know. But it's disrupting everything for sure. I think we used to go to work, work has come to us into our own homes, and it's called for us to rethink our own lives, our own time in so many different ways. But I think productivity has remained center stage. And I'm just amazed at the resilience and the success stories that we're hearing, company after company, of how they've adopted, adapted, and continuing to move on. I think it's a great testimony to the resilience of the human mind.
And what are the ways in which we as individuals can harness tech and AI to build a more equitable world?
Well, that's a great one. And that's my passionate one. Artificial intelligence, I think, is a double-edged sword. In my latest startup of Culturalytics, we were experimenting with a lot of algos, and I see a lot of work to be done, specifically in the area of unconscious bias. I think the algorithms that we have uh, need to move quite a bit of it. For me, I think the way we can leverage artificial intelligence is by having more conversations around equity and inclusion. How can we leverage technology to build a sense of belongingness and not necessarily, create mental silos that we are facing today? For me, that is my next big algorithms to solve.
Thanks so much for joining us today, and you're welcome to continue the conversations with the hashtag FutureReady.
Thanks, Jessie, for having me over, and all the very best.